This is the first episode with multiple guests.
Ooh.
And this is one of the first episodes where we're actually making milkshakes.
I love it. Hi, Kate.
Hi, friends.
Hey, Kate.
Randy, you got the whole table.
I know.
Yeah. Ready to rock and roll.
It's fancy too. You look so legit.
Thank you. Greetings and salutations. You are tuned in to Milkshake Scholar Season 2, and I'm your host, Randy Winston. And today is a very special day, a very special episode, because for the first time in Milkshake Scholar history, we have multiple guests on today's show. And by multiple guests, I mean the family group chat. So I'm going to go around the room and I got to introduce my folks. I got to introduce my people. So I'm going to start and I'm reading from my setup here. So I'm going to start from the bottom right, and that's Miss Kate. For those that don't know, those that are watching, Miss Kate is the distant cousin of the family. She's Randy's friend. That's me. And she listens to people's feelings for a living. All right. Now I'm going to go to the diagonal top left, which is my second cousin, recovering development director and farm intern. There we go. And now I'm going to go to the bottom left corner. My cousin, first grade teacher, educator, Alex Brown. And last but not least, he's Randy's friend and educator. He is the glue that keeps the family together. Matt.
Except he's not in the family.
Not in the family.
Yes, not in the family though.
In the group chat, the group chat is titled "Family Plus Matt." But
I should be part of the family though. It'd be rather incestuous.
It would.
He might be the glue. Welcome,
Notorious non-family member.
Welcome. I've been talking about this forever, and finally, I was able to wrangle you all into doing this. This is gonna be fun.
It will be fun. And
Hodges, while we're here, you actually went above and beyond the Call of Duty, and you made ice cream. You're not about to make milkshakes. You made ice cream for the milkshake. That's iconic. No one has ever done that in Milkshake Scholar history. So you're like, when I get to the point where I'm making plaques, you're getting a plaque.
Wow.
Randy's just buttering me up because he wants me to deliver him more ice cream.
I think this is happening just because Randy wants the ice cream.
Can you share what you did to make your ice cream?
Ooh.
That would be great.
Yes.
I mean, making ice cream is just a bunch of dairy, which ironically I'm currently not eating. So today's gonna be really
we've given you an excuse to break Whole 30.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For the record, I want the record to show that I forgot that you were on Whole 30.
I was never going to tell you. We've been looking forward to this day for weeks.
All right, so let's transition to making milkshakes, because I know you all have your ingredients ready. We don't want anything to go to waste. So let's do it. Hodges, I know you have to move to the kitchen. So everyone take your positions.
Okay.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
I love that Alex, you all are so organized.
I know, I really like the setup behind.
Couldn't help myself, you know? It's the teacher out. I just need to set everything up ahead of time, get the materials prepped. Can't help myself.
So we should.
I try Oatly with 2 family members, which I fully approve of.
Boom! That Oatly.
Milk is good.
So
ironically enough, the person on Whole 30 did not use the dairy products, and the people not on Whole 30 used the non-dairy products.
The irony.
I have no idea what's wrong with any of you.
So let's go around the room and talk about what everyone's ingredients are. So I'll start.
Okay.
I have a chocolate milk and cookies from Ample Hills, one of my favorite ice cream vendors in New York City. Shout out to Ample Hills. And I have some chopped up bananas that I'm going to throw in there, and of course my Oatly milk. Kate, what you working with?
All right. So everyone knows that I'm actually not a huge milkshake fan. I prefer sort of the Blizzard lifestyle. So inspired by the Blizzard, I've got some Sugar Hill Creamery vanilla bean.
So good.
They deliver.
Ooh.
We've chopped up some pretzels, some Reese's. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
And some milk. We're going basic, like back to elementary school style milkshakes that make you happy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hodges, what do you have?
Okay, so my milkshake theory
Hodges plus Carrie
is that the kinds of ice creams I'd like to eat are not typically the kinds of milkshakes I'd like to drink.
Oh.
So I typically go for more plain milkshakes. Like I'm inclined to order a cookies and cream or even a plain chocolate. So I wanted to do something that was like a little more like kind of one note. So I actually made, and this is the very opposite wrong season, I apologize. Carrie's trying to eat the toppings. I made my own sweet potato ice cream with homemade toasted marshmallows and salty pecans.
Ooh.
Wow.
So it's basically Thanksgiving over here in March.
Oh my goodness.
Randy, do you want us to just like jump off like me, Alex, and Matt? So you spend the rest of the time on this.
Hodges, I have a question for you before I go to Matt and Alex. How long does it take for me to get there?
You hop on an Amtrak now, we can pick you up this evening.
All right, Alex, Matt, what are you all working with?
Well, we were very quietly discussing how we're a little embarrassed going after Megan. Because we have some good old Trader Joe's brand almond milk. Very, yep. Unsweetened. And then we have the Oatly strawberry ice cream.
Hey.
Very good. And just because I didn't realize we were supposed to put stuff in it, I didn't realize besides the milk and the ice cream. So I think we're gonna put this banana that we also have right next to us.
Hey, cousin, can I tell you something?
Yes.
The only reason why I have chopped bananas is because I knew Hodges was going to have ingredients and I didn't know what to throw in there. So I was like, all right, I got this banana sitting here.
We'll put bananas in ours too.
Alex, I have a question for your rationale here. I'm very curious. You're mixing non-dairy milks. You have an oat milk and an almond milk.
Mm-hmm.
What's that going to be?
You know, that's what we had, and we're just going to see how it goes.
Yep.
That's as far as extended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole milk. The ice cream had whole milk, cream cheese, and heavy cream in it.
It sounds delicious.
That sounds really
Sounds
good.
delicious.
For those watching.
Oh, and I made the marshmallows. Don't sleep on me over here. I made homemade marshmallows.
How do you even do that?
I don't even know what a marshmallow is actually. What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Talk us through that.
A puff of sugar. It's like a sugar puff.
It's three kinds of sugar. It's confectioner sugar, regular sugar, and corn syrup with some gelatin and water.
Okay.
Pretty easy, but yeah, I made little.
Better than the.
I love how Carrie's hand is in there, and Carrie's
a good hand model.
Carrie's gonna eat it.
But for the ice cream, the ice cream itself, I toasted them with my torch.
Ooh, a torch. A torch.
Casual torch in the kitchen.
Milkshake Scholar legend over here. All right, folks. Let's go step by step. So the first thing we're going to do is put our ice cream in the blender.
Okay.
You know what? Hang on. I want to do it a different way this time. Okay. So we're going to put our milk in first.
Okay.
Ooh, not traditional.
How much milk should I go?
How much?
All right. So this is a great question. We're going to talk measurements here. If you like your milkshakes on the thicker side, you want to go with a fourth. So 1/4 cup of milk. If you like it with more milk on the smooth side, you're going to go with about 2/3 cup. Now I cheat and add a little bit more than 2/3, but that's just me.
Okay.
I'm making 2 over here.
I also didn't notice that Zion was here for the milkshake experience.
Yes. Zion, shout out to Zion. He's on every episode, which is why you haven't seen him on my personal IG. Zion has now been debuting TV style. So
Zion only works for a paycheck now. He doesn't do anything for free. Star of the show.
Yeah. All right. So after the milk, we're gonna put in our ice cream, and you want to use the entire pint.
All right.
The entire thing. Okay.
Not gonna lie, mine is because I churned it this morning. Not quite frozen enough, guys.
Okay.
Well, your
Turtles still
milkshake.
be delicious. Oh, just all plump in.
Feel that marshmallow?
Ooh. Oh, so the marshmallow is in the ice cream.
It's both in the ice cream and the nuts are as well, and I'll use it as a topping on the milkshake.
Okay.
Wow.
This is too exciting.
Which one do you think we should use?
Maybe use like the Lindor truffle one.
Oh, the truffle. Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
mix up.
They're like soft, right?
We're gonna throw some chocolate in there.
Ooh, yummy.
Nice.
How many do you think? Two?
Just
I'm here for
just
it.
one, I think.
Just
Or
one?
two.
Let's do two.
Carrie is currently sticking her finger in the ice cream and licking it out.
Do it for me, Carrie. Do it for me.
It's just like Thanksgiving.
But should I chop it in half?
So do we put our other ingredients in there now?
All right. So next, after the ice cream, you want to put in whatever ingredients you're tossing in there. So go ahead and add those.
Okay.
We're done over here.
Same.
We're playing catch up.
Yeah. We're making some last minute edits here.
I wish I had a better kitchen setup. I only have an outlet on this one wall. It's
Oh, that's annoying.
That's
Very
like
important
you
in the kitchen, like location of outlets. Very important.
And for those of you that have tops for your blender, please put the top on. Don't be like me.
Did it?
All right.
Deal.
And so my thing with blending is I like to go for about 10 seconds. And, it just really depends on how thick you want it and the type of machine that you have. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the ice cream. I think Hodges, because your ice cream is softer, you won't have to blend for that long.
also, I have a Vitamix product placement.
Ooh.
Sponsored content.
I'd like to speak to the Vitamix representatives directly. Please talk to my man Randy Brown.
All right, do we do it on what setting should we blend on?
Yeah.
All right.
High, low. Like,
So
what number are you thinking?
I've been blending on crushed ice, but there's also I have a milkshake mix setting, but I usually do crushed ice because it's quicker.
All right, is that on the lower end or higher end? I don't have my guide.
Yeah. Good question. So the crushed ice is my max.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna count down from 3, and then we'll blend. And I'm gonna move my mic away from me so that it's not all in your ear.
Yeah.
Let's all
Let's
mute
go
so we
let's go
don't-
on
so we
mute,
don't
maybe.
destroy
Mute.
each other's-
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me. There we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And I think I'm there. How you doing, Kate?
I'm all done. The power of the NutriBullet.
I'm gonna go ahead. Look at Hodges. Hodges still adding some love to it. Still adding love to it.
We had a little more ice cream just because my ice cream hadn't fully set yet.
Okay.
We just finished.
And once you're done, I know for Kate, you don't have to pour, but if you all, Alex and Matt, if you want to pour it into a cup, go ahead.
Okay. I even bought our reusable straws.
Ooh, there you go.
I did too. Oh yeah. I'm gonna run my ice cream down to the freezer so it doesn't melt my floor.
Okay, we did it.
Hodges, how you doing over there?
I'm just making a little mountain of toasted marshmallows on top. I'm gonna hit it with a couple salty nuts.
Megan's all
I
about
like
the presentation too. I appreciate
I
that.
really,
Presentation is a part of the one of the main Milkshake Scholar measurements of a good milkshake.
Looks pretty good.
Carrie, I made Carrie a milkshake, so she's having the rest of it.
Megan's definitely winning this quick fire challenge.
All right,
Ohio.
friends. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, that's so good.
I didn't
This
do
tastes
bad.
like
I'm proud of myself.
That's good.
I made good choices.
So I have a question for all of us here. So we all made different, various milkshakes, and this is a theme here. We have many personalities on this call. What would you say is the personality or sign of your milkshake?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know nothing about signs, so I'm gonna defer to you.
We could do personality.
But you can do personality. I'll go first. I would say that my milkshake is that kid in class who everyone thinks is a good student, but when the teacher's back is turned, he's cutting up and getting other students in trouble. That's my milkshake.
I know many of those. Friends.
Considering my milkshake was all non-dairy products, my milkshake is the person with severe food allergies who is really hard to book a restaurant with.
Yeah.
We have that friend in common.
Right?
Right?
We're all thinking of the same person right now.
Shout out to
We
that
are.
person. You know
It's
who
very
you are.
hard. It's very hard to go out to dinner with my milkshake.
Yep.
Alex.
Let's see. I feel like if I had to give my milkshake an astrological sign, and you said sign, that was what I first thought of. And I think I don't think I would get along with my milkshake right away, but now that I'm tasting it, I'm like, oh, I actually really like it. And that sign for me is Leo. Like I am a Libra, so Leos for me, we don't see eye to eye very often. We're a little too headstrong for each other. So I think that our milkshake is the Leo milkshake for sure.
Okay. Kate.
Well, I'm a fellow Libra, so I actually think my milkshake might be a Libra because, Libras have a hard time making decisions. I think this family is well aware of that fact. And we've got Reese's, we've got cookies, we've got pretzels, but then we've got vanilla as the base because we know that'll sort of make everyone happy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
The balance.
And kind of like get your own unique style. So I'm gonna go with Libra, not totally complimentary towards my sign, but I'm okay with it.
I
think my milkshake is a Pisces.
Okay.
It's a little bit like a little bit of a homebody milkshake, right? Like this milkshake feels like Thanksgiving, like you just want to be home wrapped up in a blanket watching TV like in your parents' basement. But it's also like Pisces are a mutable sign, so they're ever changing, and this milkshake is both salty and sweet. It's both savory and sweet and salty. It's really interesting. And it's, but like it's fun. Like nobody ever refuses a hang with a Pisces.
I like
All
it.
right. So for those that are watching this group chat here, we have many debates, many
Oh no.
and I feel like everyone knows where this is going. And Hodges is making that face. Once and for all.
Do we have debates, or do we all just debate with Nat?
Yeah.
I feel like we sometimes debate. It depends.
Depending on the conversation.
But for once and for all, for everyone watching and for the folks at home, and because this is being recorded, I just want to settle this for one time. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. No.
Here's the thing. People will say no reflexively. What about a hot dog does not meet the criteria of a sandwich? That's all I'm saying. You could all the people watching this can DM me, and if they have a compelling reason why it's not a sandwich, then I'll be swayed.
A hot dog is a sandwich like I call all kinds of soda Coke. Like if you want to define sandwich like I call all kinds of soda Coke, then a hot dog is a sandwich. If you actually like being clear about what you mean when you say to someone, I'm really hungry for a sandwich, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
And what ever says I really want to go get a sandwich and you take them to a hot dog stand, they would
Yeah,
kill
and
you.
then
Just because no one says it doesn't mean it's not true. It's just a widely adopted misconceived notion.
Yeah, last night I had a sandwich, also known as a burrito.
Now this
I don't think I would consider a burrito a sandwich. I consider a taco a sandwich before a
burrito
burrito.
is a wrap. It's a wrap.
yeah, burritos are
Isn't
wraps.
a wrap a kind of sandwich, according to Matt?
I don't know if a burrito
Okay.
is a sandwich. A wrap is a tortilla is not bread.
Yes, it is. It's the same thing as bread. It's wheat.
Unleavened, Matt.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the chemistry of
Mhm.
tortillas, but I could look at a piece of tortilla and say that's not bread, that's tortilla.
So is it because the hot dog is on bread that it's a sandwich?
It's a piece of meat between two slices of bread.
Okay, so if we put a hot dog in a tortilla, is it still a sandwich?
No, because it's in a tortilla, it's a wrap.
Wait, so you don't consider tacos in the same way that you consider a hot dog in
No,
the
because
sandwich category?
tortilla.
So really what you're focusing on is the bun itself. Like you could care less if it's the actual hot dog inside.
Yeah.
I could put silly string inside of there and you're gonna say it's a sandwich.
I guess it would be if you wanted to eat a silly string sandwich. I don't know why.
Is a hamburger a sandwich then?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a type of sandwich. Like I feel like sandwich is the umbrella,
Uh-huh.
and then underneath, like you have traditional sandwiches. Like we all are thinking of it. Apparently Matt thinks that's a hot dog, but okay. That, like underneath you have wraps, and under that there's like hamburgers and hot dogs, which are maybe types of sandwiches, but like not like the traditional sense of sandwich. Because like when you look at a menu, there's sandwiches, but then there's hot dogs and hamburgers in their own separate column. If they really were the true traditional sandwich, they would be in that column.
I'm
This
Or
entire conversation is just a
discriminating
preview for
against hot dogs
the
and hamburgers.
upcoming hot sandwich scholar spinoff that Matt will be hosting live next week.
Matt, you can start it at Yum Yums.
You know what? So we've had a lot of memorable moments together, and I was thinking about this morning. So I want to go around and ask you all, what is one of your favorite moments from us hanging out? And I'll start first because I asked the question. And I will say that one of my favorites, not the favorite, but one of my favorites is we were upstate.
I know what you're gonna say.
And someone handed me an acoustic guitar, and I serenaded you all to Daughtry, one of Matt's favorite artists.
Top three.
There's footage of this. There's footage of this somewhere. Hopefully, it doesn't creep back up
On the
me.
same trip. I thought you were gonna steal my moment. For a
Yeah, I
second,
thought
but
you were gonna say something different.
Oh man! All right, man.
being taught the electric slide by you and Alex, and Megan too. Megan also taught the electric slide.
Yeah,
At 1:00 in the morning.
it's an important thing to know.
And I think I could still hit it today if you threw it on.
Okay, should we put it on right now?
I'm all right.
Should we test it?
Oh goodness. Kate, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna try not to use upstate, even though it was a great trip. I think I really miss all of our happy hours at Osteria Cotta because you know, real world, some $5 pizzas, some good conversation.
That pizza was
I miss
fun.
sort of like the more like normal day-to-day right now. So those are good memories.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Hodges, what you got?
Yeah, I'm not going to choose something from that trip. That was so fun. I really miss just picking a night in the middle of summer, like maybe summer solstice, and having a picnic in the park. Those are my favorite memories with you guys. And we've been, we haven't had that this year, but that was always so much fun.
Hodges, do you remember your birthday? It was we were in Brooklyn having dinner, and it was 100 degrees with the heat index up to maybe 1 T.
Yeah, and it was 9:00 at night.
Yeah.
And we were
That was very hot. It was very hot.
The hottest meal I've ever had in my life.
I remember walking in through the restaurant to get to the back because we were outside and almost crying because the AC was blasted and knowing that I'm about to go back outside.
Mhm.
I know. Any other night, that garden is like one of the most beautiful in Brooklyn, but
It was a nice garden.
It was a nice garden.
not on a
Still a great night.
every night. You know what? That's like a risk of being born in July.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
And the
Very-
food was really good too.
I do want to share that I quickly looked through our group text photos to see if any other memories came to mind. And the first photo that I have from this group text is we must have been out eating somewhere, and someone, I'll let you guess who, wrote George W. Bush is a war criminal in crayon.
Hold it back up. It'll
Who wrote
focus.
that?
Put it really close to the camera. See if
It'll
Oh,
focus.
the one he wrote on the table.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right.
Weren't we? Was that it?
That was the first two don't count, Matt. It was Matt.
Was that a brunch?
Was
what?
that in Brooklyn when we went for brunch? Because I think
Somewhere in like by Union Square, I think. I don't remember what it was called, but
I don't remember.
it was like downtown.
It was
somewhere.
fun though. I do remember that. You had a lot of fun drawing on
And
that
it was the
table.
type of place that lets you write on the tables like it's Macaroni Grill.
Mhm.
what the macaroni
That
grill
is
was.
that's a deep memory.
That's a deep one. That's a deep one.
Did
Alex,
anyone's Macaroni Grill have a roving opera singer at it? Besides
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. It
Yeah, but Alex, we went to the same Macaroni Grill probably.
I had a guy singing opera at my Macaroni Grill too.
Okay.
Where were these struggling artists like who were singing opera? They've probably been trained their whole life to sing opera at Macaroni Grill.
I know.
Well, I'm like trying to dip my focaccia in that oil, like walk away from my dinner with my
Oh,
mom
those
and dad.
extremely waxy crayons, like restaurant crayons. This is teacher side of me coming out. Restaurant crayons are horrible quality crayons. Like they're
Yes.
not good.
That's true.
Like I'm a Crayola snob. Like Crayola is like the elite of crayons for a reason, and restaurant crayons terrible. They're so bad.
Alex, you say that word like you're from New Jersey.
What word?
A little coloring tool. What do you say?
Crayons.
Crayons. Yeah.
I say crayons like CRANS.
Crayons.
Yeah. That's what
Crayons.
Alex says.
Oh. Mm.
Where my people are from, we say crayons.
Nah, crayons.
Crayon.
Alex, what's your memory?
I feel like it's hard for me to pick just one, but I do feel like all like my really good memories with our group is just when we're sitting around a table, having some drinks, having some food, and just laughing and talking. And I can't pick this one, but
And yelling at each other?
yes, that too. But recently, I was just thinking, I really enjoyed the dinner we had at Root and Bone for your birthday, Randy. That one was really good.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, that was a nice one. But
That was
anytime
really
we're just sitting around a table, just chit-chatting and eating and drinking, and that's always my favorite.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, you know what I was, Matt, you probably get a kick out of this. So I was thinking the other day, we're in a pandemic right now, and I was thinking about all the
We are?
things.
Shocking.
And I'm thinking about all the things that I miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got me thinking about all the things I don't miss. And so I would love to hear about at least one thing that you all don't miss. And I'll start because I asked that question too.
Okay.
And the one of the things that I do not miss is being on the train and some guy is manspreading on me.
Mm.
And as the train pushes me to the left, that guy's manspread becomes even wider.
Oh.
So shout out to all the men out there who consciously try not to manspread, because I felt like he was doing it on purpose. And then number two, of course, and everyone knows this, I hate when people yawn without covering their mouth. I do not miss that, especially on the train, especially when it's a crowded train. I'm sitting down and someone's standing over me and yawning.
Yep.
Those are two great. So I'll agree with you. Like the coughing, I feel like everyone coughs into their arm now, like super normalized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss, like, you know what? We have a lot of sites where I work, right? So I used to have to go up and down New York to just go to meetings in person. So I appreciate just being able to sit at home or at the same desk sometimes and just meet with people virtually instead of going up and down New York on a hot summer July day in work clothes, sweating my ass off just to meet someone in person for an hour and then go back to my desk. So I do not miss that.
Okay. I think in the same vein, mine is work related also. And as someone who teaches small children, like the amount of times I have been directly sneezed or coughed on, like in my whole face region, like eyes, nose, mouth, everything. And the amount of times where I would send a text to say, maybe they should go home, like they're very, very sick. That doesn't happen anymore, which is great. When kids are sick, they actually stay home now, which is very nice. I still do get sneezed on because, like, they're 6, but it has decreased, which I really appreciate.
Kate, what you got?
All right. I think I have 2. One is subway related. I don't miss standing only subway cars. Like every time I take the subway now, I can have a seat. I can listen to an audiobook if I want to, a podcast. I can just enjoy my time on the subway. And the other thing I don't miss, and I can't really get in trouble for this since I make the rules at work, is I don't miss not taking naps. I take like a 20-minute nap in the middle of the day, pretty much every day now.
Love that. Wait, can I add on to mine, Randy?
Yes.
I just love one more thing. So we were in Soho yesterday, just like walking around before I went to dinner, and just walking around without having to deal with piles and piles of tourists is amazing. I do not miss them at all. Like we were down by all like the really popular stores and we could just walk in and out. It was so nice. And I was like, once they come back, it's not going to be as fun. So that was really nice.
It's going to be miserable. Hodges, what you got?
Oh man, the list is so long. I think I'm like one of those people who adapted to quarantining like a little better than others. I don't miss hard pants at all. I hardly ever wear them.
Oh yeah, tell me.
I haven't worn a pair of khakis since March 2020.
I do have to wear hard pants when I go to the farm.
That makes sense, though.
At least I'm outside, like enjoying what I'm doing. I don't.
Hodges, you're a farm intern. Can you like break that down a little bit?
Yeah,
You don't have to say the name of the farm if you don't want to.
Oh, no, it's Shine Farms in Richmond, Virginia. It's women-owned, Beyond Organic farm. They're amazing. But yeah, when I left my job earlier this year and, launched a fundraising consulting business, I had so much free time on my hand, just like the nature of like starting up a business. I wasn't working like, 60 hours a week anymore. So I just emailed this farm and said, hey, I'm fairly new to Richmond. I'm a hard worker. I'm pretty, like nimble and know like a little bit about like home gardening, but I would love to help you out if you're taking volunteers. And they were like, basically, we'll see you next week.
Nice.
So yeah, we grow. I hate to say we. I don't know if I feel enough contribution. I have seeded over like 1,000 plants in the past couple of weeks. So we are currently growing
casual
vegetable under the sun, except corn. So yeah, it's just anything you could get from your local farm stand or CSA. The farm grows, including chicken and duck eggs. And it's the reason I'm doing this is because I promised myself in this time in my life when I have, the resources I need, but all of this free time, that I would do something that I've always wanted to do. And one of the things I've always wanted to learn more about is farming at a slightly larger scale than I can do in my containers on my porch in New York City. So it's been really fun. I'm learning a lot. I know so little, just, I know enough to be dangerous and stupid, but it's run by amazing women.
Nice.
I'm having
you know what I'm going to ask you next. What are you all growing strawberries?
No, I know I knew you were going to want me to make you some strawberries that I've grown and harvested myself. They don't grow berries, but they hope to in the near future. Strawberries being like an obvious choice, but because I know you're asking for your own selfish reasons, I do promise to make you some ice cream as soon as I'm able to deliver it.
Wow, lucky you.
That's strawberry. Randy knows I only fuck with strawberries when they're farm fresh in season. Like I never buy those grocery store strawberries. They're disgusting.
That's the amount of seasoned strawberries just don't hit right.
Oh, so last year I made, it was like early in the pandemic in spring, and I made Randy some strawberry ice cream with like a strawberry jam swirl that was homemade too, and delivered it to him on ice and from Harlem to Brooklyn.
A memorable pandemic moment.
I legit think it was the first time he had left his apartment.
You were the first person I had seen in months.
Yeah, he had to walk downstairs and go out onto the street, but yeah, it was yummy. It was good ice cream.
That makes me think of a family question. What would the rest of you choose as your internship if you had the time to? Which you could make the time, so that'll be the second part. How are you going to get there? But
will be my second internship. I'd work in the Miami Heat front office, obviously.
Yeah,
I'd be working the phones, making trades.
I don't know, but I feel like it would be something like in a kitchen. Like I feel like I would love to like work my way up through the kitchen in like a restaurant. Like I would like start as dishwasher and work my way up to like line cook. I would love watching cooking shows, so I feel like that would be the cool thing for me to do.
I think if I had to intern somewhere and I had the time and the money to do it, it would probably be on a film set or a TV series that I really like. That would be especially in the writer's room. I would want to be in the writer's room.
What about you, Kate?
Mine's gonna sound a little boring compared to these, but I think I would want to like be a librarian for a day, maybe intern as a teacher, like, because those are things I don't want to do for 40 hours a week, but I would really like to do for just a little bit of my time.
Miss Kate, guess what? So you all don't know this about me, but my senior year in high school, for the full year, I was a librarian at the high school library.
I love that.
Was it one of your periods? Awesome. Was it like fifth period when they had the office aide? You were the library aide.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun.
That was a cool job. The librarians were really dope. They were awesome.
Kate, I bet we know a couple of folks who would let you develop lesson plans and jump in for a couple hours a day.
Seriously.
True. I don't know if I want to develop lesson plans. See, that's the whole point of the internship.
the ugly underbelly of teaching Kate doesn't want. She just wants to be in front of the kids.
I
mean, that was what we always got to do. Just come in and be fun Miss Kate and Miss Megan, and then go back into our desks.
I mean, that's exactly what you guys did when I taught third grade. So like, literally everyone on this call made guest appearance in my third grade classroom.
So I have So I'm only bringing this up because I know everyone on this call reads books. What is something that you're reading now or something that you want to read before the year is out?
Okay. I can start. Go
ahead. No, go ahead, cousin.
Start? Okay. So I just finished reading Normal People. Me and Randy have been texting about this, and wow, that book destroyed me. It was so good. And I just finished the TV show on Hulu.
Wait,
recently too.
You watched it?
Yes, I did. Oh, Matt, last episode.
Did Matt watch it?
No, he didn't. I needed to see how they I had to see it right away. But oh my God, it was so good.
Let me tell you,
I was sobbing, like ugly crying in the bed.
I was ugly crying on the last episode.
Oh, that was tough. Like reading it was hard, but watching it, I was like, oh my God. It was so good.
Man, you gotta watch that, man. It's tough. It's tough.
I need a new like show that's current, so maybe it's on the list now.
Yeah. But the next book I'm gonna read, my next one up is Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay.
Okay.
I'm excited to read that one.
I'm current, and I've been meaning to text you actually, Megan, because I'm finally reading Lonesome Dove. It's an old Western. About 3/4 of the way through.
Isn't it great?
It's fantastic. My boys Woodrow Cole and Augustus McCrae. Love both of them. I'm almost done.
Classic.
Yeah, I suggested that to Matt a few years It's a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel. I think people think it's probably just a hokey Western, but like all great books, it's the story of people who just happen to be on a cattle drive.
Fantastic.
Kate, you won't be surprised to know this, but my bougie self, I stayed in a cabin called Lonesome Dove.
Where was this?
Not so surprised.
It was.
Why is your internship not like being the head of Airbnb?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Consultant of some sort.
Okay, you're right. That's the real internship, because I can actually get in a writer's room if I really want to. The real internship is at Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that would be
a good
Family
one.
knows best.
Yeah. Hodges, what book?
Currently, I'm just about done with The Secret Lives of Church Ladies.
Ooh, fun.
Which Randy recommended to me. And I have not read a book this smart and well written that stops me in my tracks regularly in years. I just cannot say enough about how fantastic this book, and it's short stories, which is not something I'm naturally drawn to.
Yeah.
I was reading a short story the other night in bed, and I was reading a couple paragraphs of it that were about like a page and a half long in the middle of the short story. And I read these, 2 or 3 paragraphs, and I came to this one line, and it was so perfect and affecting that I closed the book and I just put it down for the night. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever read 4 paragraphs in a single sentence as powerful as that again for the rest of my life. So I feel like I should just stop reading. But I didn't. I'm so glad that you've recommended this book to me. And next on my list is a book I don't know a lot about, but someone I trust recommended it, and it's called Deacon King Kong.
I feel like I've seen that.
I feel like I've seen that book.
Yeah. Some cool people I know really like it, and it seems like very different than The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. So reading that probably next. And also just have to plug The Vanishing Half, which I read before Church Ladies, which was just beautiful. Just beautiful.
That's a good book. Kate, what you got?
I always have like a rotation of 3 going on, like, because I like the more serious, like memoir or like serious issues, but now I'm trying to balance that with other stuff too. So 2 of the really good ones I read recently were Black Buck and
I didn't know you were reading Black Buck.
Yeah, I got an advanced copy of it.
Shout out,
it was good.
Special.
And then the other one was, and I think this is partly because I was in Michigan at the time, and spent time in Flint, but What the Eyes Don't See is about the doctor who like uncovered all the water crisis in Flint and finally made the Michigan governor do something about it. It's a really well-written book. But right now I'm reading The Bad Muslim Discount, which has been pretty good so far. And I just got an advanced copy of Somebody's Daughter. So I'm excited to start that one later this week.
Wait a minute, time out. Kate, where you getting these advanced copies from? Hold up now.
There's this website called NetGalley, and you can sign up to like review books. And so you can request whatever books you want that are coming out. It's ebook, which I don't like quite as much, but it's been great.
You reading Somebody's Daughter. That's my homie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
So I just finished These Ghosts Are Family by Maisie Carr, which is amazing. If you all need like an epic, like on ancestral heritage fiction, it's about this guy who changes his identity after he leaves the Caribbean. It's insane how good that book is. And there's like a family tree at the beginning, and it's wild. But I finished that, and actually Queen of the Night by Alexander Chee just came in the mail, so I'm gonna start on that. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Final thoughts. The song that plays during the opening credits of your biopic? And since I asked everyone in the group chat this question, I will go first because I know that you all have been thinking over this for quite some time. So the song that plays during the opening of my biopic is it's a combination of two. And the reason being is because one of the songs is really short, and that song is The Experience by Goody Mob from the Still Standing album. It's the intro, and it's about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes long. And I would like that to transition into Aquemini by Outkast, specifically the Andre 3000 verse. So that's mine. Good old Atlanta.
All right, I thought about this one. I wrote my screenplay in my head. I decided to make it like a Forrest Gump style, sort of like thing.
Oh God.
So I went back and looked at the charts from Born.
Oh, okay.
See what was popular, and
love it.
The number one song was a Boys to Men song, and I don't know if that fit, but I scrolled down a little bit, and number 20, "Life Is a Highway" by Cochrane. With that, it'll be a good way to start the movie.
Oh God.
The number 20 hit on September 14, 1990.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
That's not what I was expecting. But like very typically, you took the most logical route. Like, okay, I'm gonna go the year I was born. I'm gonna scroll down till I find one that I like.
That's such a bad answer too. I don't know why I thought you were gonna do something else.
I wouldn't expect that. It's so hard to decide the moment your biopic starts, though, right? Like, where does it come in your life? That's hard.
Yeah, that's tough. Miss Kate, what you got?
I had several that I thought about, and then I lost the list, which was good. But similar to Mr. Matt, I also went and looked at the charts from 1990.
Really?
And Ice Ice was the top song the week I was born, so I had to. That one just didn't make sense to be the intro to my film.
Oh, wait, what was the top song the year you were born? Or the week?
Ice Ice Baby, the week I was born. Yeah. Which, like, maybe Milkshakes could be the intro for like a film about milkshakes, but maybe not on me. So then I went with I want Fly Like an Eagle from the Space Jam soundtrack, but only instrumental. No words.
Ooh, okay.
Love that.
That was a good one.
I like that.
The whole soundtrack was so good.
That was really good.
Like, here's a good question. I know we're going to songs, but afterwards, who's gonna watch Space Jam 2? Because I'm a little anxious about it.
It looks like a big commercial.
I'm gonna watch it just for the nostalgia factor. I feel like how I feel like a couple of us went to go watch The Lion King when they did it with the lion. No, but this is literally just Beyonce with a lion's mouth. Like, this is weird. Like, it was just for like the nostalgia of it, you know?
Yeah. Hodges, what you got?
Man, I stressed over this for a week since you asked me, because I was like, what's a pivotal moment? Is it like my childhood in Kentucky? Is it when I brought like Hanky home, the sweet little
Hanky
baby sleeping over there? Hanky. And I was like, oh, maybe it's when I bring Hanky home, and it's like, let's hear it for the boy. But no, I came up with it about 2 hours ago. And it's not like a song that has any meaning in my life. I think it's just a beautiful opening to a song. And that's Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel.
Ooh,
right? Like that song comes in and it's a 12-string guitar and it's like a shaker. But then that like bass violin comes in with the orchestra.
That's a good one.
And I'm just like, that is like the best 30 seconds of music. And then, you know, maybe then he starts singing and it fades out. But like, I love that opening of a song.
Cousin,
I like that one.
Cousin, what you got?
So this was hard for me because I had to just pick one thing and it was really difficult. But I kind of went through it of like, where does my biopic actually start? And I feel like for me, it's always like first thing in the morning. Like I'm waking up, I'm getting out of bed. So I decided mine was going to be Good Morning by Kanye West.
It's a beautiful, in my opinion, is one of the greatest intros to a hip hop album.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to be here. This was fun.
This was fun.
This was
And
fun.
how yummy milkshake.
Agreed.
And my stomach hurts now.
Worth it. It was
Worth it. Worth the pain.
Cheers.
No pain, no gain.
Since your stomach hurts, that means you may not want the rest of that ice cream. So
In a bit.
Send
And then
it.
freezer box.
Dry ice box wrapped up in like 4 layers, inflated. Yeah.
You'll get it in like 4 months.
Yeah.
Right now.
oh,
Yeah, just in time for summer, Randy.
just in time for summer. Speaking of summer, we need to figure something out, but we'll do that offline.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much.